さあ、水はずきなさい。昔々ある心に悪学非道の王国と頂点に君臨するは今日は移住の調査家。Hi. How are you? Hi, Queen Nemmer. 緑の女に一人ぼれ。Hi, Neela. How are you? Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm also doing good. I'm just listening to a song I haven't listened to in I don't even know how long. It's been ages since I listened to this song. Bremano. Hola, Ronaldo. ¿Cómo estás? Yes. Don't you judge. Currently, I'm working on erasing the pencil lines of this page so I can do the shading process and then do the same to the next page. I'm just going to keep doing that until I'm all caught up, and then I'm going to go back through and color all the pages. Estoy bien. ¿Y tú? Bien. Look, welcome to Emily's live stream where she speaks broken Spanish. Ara, oyas no jikan da wa. Aku no hana. Nai no dorite. Oh, for those of you who don't know, the song I'm listening to is called Daughter of Evil. It's a Vocaloid song. It's part of two series in Vocaloid. It's the song that represents the sin of pride in the Seven Deadly Sins series, and it's also part of the story of evil, which starts with gosh, what does it start with? I think it starts with, it goes, Daughter of Evil. Okay, that's weird. It starts with Daughter of Evil, then Servant of Evil, then Regret Message, Rebirth Day, Daughter of White. Yes, it's in Japanese. Oh, yes, of course. More Velvet Mix. I would like to learn Spanish as a second language. I would also like to learn Japanese. I would like to learn many different languages, but for the most part, the other foreign languages that I know of, the words that I can speak are pretty broken. If it's a Vocaloid song, there's a pretty good chance it's in Japanese. Not all Vocaloid songs are in Japanese. There are also English ones, Spanish ones, Chinese ones, Korean ones. I think the only Korean Vocaloid song I know is Poem of a Thousand Years. It's sung by the Korean Vocaloid CU. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's pretty much it's spelled SEE and then capital U at the end. So I'm pretty sure it's either pronounced CU or Shiu. I don't know. I am just not sure. Ara, oyasu no jikan da wa. I think pretty much every American knows a little bit of Spanish. I think Spanish is a very common second language that Americans choose. Mukashi mukashi aru kokoro ni akugaku hido no kokudo joten ni kunrin suru wa kyou wa ijuyo no jonsaka. There was once upon a time in another place an evil kingdom who no person dared to face. And the ruler was a girl so mean, a tiny little princess of only age 14. So much furniture littered her abode, her loyal servant whose likeness surely showed. Josephine was what her horse was named. All the riches of the world was what she had claimed. Oh, that's great. Make sure to send me the link in our private chat on Amino. Hang on, I'm just selecting a playlist to listen to. Hi, Tina Jewel. I like rock and metal. If you give me a second, I'll show you what I got so far. It feels nice to have Splendid's parents in colored form in the comic. I like pretty much all genres of music. I'm not too picky. Okay, this is what I got so far. Hi, Games Master. This is looking good so far. I love this. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Oof. Wait a minute. Okay. Just a Gorillas Amino notification. Yep, I've been seeing them. I haven't actually watched them yet. But I'll probably take a look at them a bit later. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Hi, welcome to my stream where we have only the highest quality content. Yeah, country music doesn't really get a whole lot of appreciation, and people say it's like the worst genre. I don't understand why. I've heard a lot of reasons why, but I can't really pinpoint what the common reason is. Yes, it's the Me song. I was just thinking about it and I was just turning it into a freaking dank meme, just the boom, doom, beep, doom, doom, boom, doom, boom. It's like the video of that guy making weird faces to it when it's like when you're bored at work. I like country music. Sure, it's not my favorite and it's not my go-to, but there are some good country songs like Stuck Like Glue by Sugarland, or That's My Kind of Night by Luke Bryan, or Springsteen by Eric Church. That song makes me feel things because the music is so sad sounding and his voice is so, oh boy, it's so good sounding. Yeah, I think country music is okay. It's not my favorite genre and it's not my first choice, but I do have some country songs that I like. I mean, Taylor Swift used to be a country artist. I mean, she's pop now, obviously, because, pop music is popular. And there's only so much market you can have with country music, I'm guessing. So, like, you know, I'm actually thinking about a song right now that's not country. I'm thinking of that song by Katy Perry, Roar, where she's like, I got the eye of the tiger, the fire, dancing through the fire, 'cause I am a champion. You know that song? Pop or K-pop? Uh, I think many of her early songs were country. Like I said, Taylor Swift is pop now, but I think she used to be all about that country. I think all of her old songs are pretty much country, but she slowly ascended into pop music because, artists change over time. That, that's a very good point, Abnormally Normal. That is a very good point indeed. But, I don't know. I don't think I listen to much K-pop. I listen to more Vocaloid, and I'm guessing those would technically count as J-pop. I don't know what genre you could put Vocaloid into because Vocaloids have like all different kinds of music that could fit into all different kinds of genres, like rock. Like I feel like the song "Unhappy Refrain" could fit into like a rock genre or like some kind of metal genre or something. I don't know. Either way, it's a very intense song. So I don't really know what category of music Vocaloid would fall under. So whenever I tell people what kind of music I listen to, I just tell them what a Vocaloid is. And I like how each Vocaloid producer seems to have a kind of identity for themselves about like what kind of Vocaloid music they make. Like Kikuo obviously has music that it sounds like something out of it sounds really like peppy or whatever, or like some of his songs sound kind of peppy but they're actually not, and some of them sound very concerning and they are. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who listen to Vocaloid but don't know this, Kikuo is the producer who did the songs You Are a Useless Child, Gomene Gomene, or I'm Sorry in English. Oh, really? Well, thank you. I'm glad that you think my little sister is amazing. Which little sister? I have two. I have one that's 8 and one that's, well, 1. Kikuo also made And Then You Became the Moon. Geez, what other songs did Kikuo make? Oh yeah, the song Hikari Yo, which translates into English to Oh Light. That song is extremely good, but extremely dark and depressing looking. Honestly, a lot of the times I feel like when I watch the video for Oh Light, I feel like I'm looking at something out of a child's freaking worst nightmare, which I'm pretty sure that's what Kikuo was going for. I don't know what my favorite Kikuo Vocaloid song would be. It's gosh. All the ones I mentioned are just really good. I love Gomene Gomene. I love you, and then you became the moon. I love You Are a Useless Child. And I love Oh Light. Let's just say that my favorite Kikuo Vocaloid song is Oh Light. Yeah, that's my favorite. 目覚めて覚めて悪夢よ息ができないこの世界でねそうかそうかいけないまさでのなっているもんですするとずっと I love that song. Jubyphonic and Little Janie Cakes both have English covers of the song. I think they're basically using the same lyrics, but of course they're two different people and two different sounding people. No, you don't, Neela. Yes, having sisters comes with its perks, but it also comes with its downsides. For one thing, you're constantly being followed by two tiny humans who always want you to play with them, and they always want you to do stuff with them, and they always want you to do things for them. And you're always worried about when their next tantrums are going to be, or if they're going to spill something, or ruin something, or whatever, whatever, whatever. Basically, be careful what you wish for because, like, you got to make sure you can handle the cons along with the pros. And when it comes to my 8-year-old sister, Bella, I am very bad at handling the cons with the pros. The pros of my 8-year-old sister, Bella, she is funny and she is forgiving and she is somewhat helpful and she has a very good imagination and she also knows how to mind her own business. The cons of Bella is that she's constantly asking people to do things for her. She forgets to say please and thank you, so a lot of the times it feels like she's ordering us around. She throws temper tantrums over the dumbest things. She constantly wants people to help her, which by that logic means that she wants you to do something for her while she pretends to help, or she's pretending that she's going to help you. My favorite HTF character, well, Flippy, obviously. As you can clearly see, I got my boys behind me. Just thinking about it. That's alright, that's okay. Hold up. A wise man once said, time is money, so how much money did I lose to you, honey? Find it kind of funny, want to keep this money? Those are some pretty good favorite characters. Oh, why am I yawning? What, you didn't know? So this is war. Isn't that what love is for? La 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 la, blood and gore. more is all I get for being yours. Hey, I want to show you this video really quick. This was Adeline seeing a cat in a pet store.
Nice kitty, she says.
Yes, that is a kitty. Yes, that is a kitty. Meow. Hey, what is that?
Cute.
What is that? That's not a puppy, that's a kitty.
She's got a pretty color. Jess's cat, the fur feels like it's red.
Do you have a little kitty? Is he very, very pretty? Does he scratch all his toys? Does he make a lot of noise? Is he very, very fluffy like your very favorite Stuffy? Do you have a little kitty? Song brought to you by TikTok. And yeah, you're welcome for getting that stuck in your head. I think this eraser is almost ready to give out soon, which is okay. I have more erasers. Okay, that's fine. You gotta go to bed, you gotta go to bed. I have to start going to bed early if I want to if I'm gonna try getting up earlier. Ugh, but when you go to bed early, you don't get to do anything fun because then you wake up and then you gotta do stuff and I hate being an adult. Do you have a little kitty? Is he very, very pretty? Does he scratch up all the toys? Does he make a lot of noise? Is he very, very fluffy like your very favorite Stuffy? Do you have a little kitty? Fuzzy, fuzzy, cute, cute, fuzzy, fuzzy, cute, cute. Speaking of fuzzy, cute, Splendid as a 4-year-old is so cute. I like drawing the Happy Tree Friends as kids. I should draw Flickby when he's a kid. Even though technically he wasn't a kid, he kind of was. All I'm saying is I should draw him more in his original form. I did that like once, or I've done that like once or twice. He looks he looks pretty different in his original form. But I guess you can kind of still tell it's him. I mean, he still has his signature yellow eyes. Enjoy your childhood while it lasts. No surrender from the day we fall. I'll be damned if I can't finish what I start. Hang on, I'll find the picture I drew of him in his original form. I hope that you guys can see this. And yes, he is glowing white. And I will tell you why. I know it's a little hard to see. Okay, so he was specifically made for being compatible with tree friends, hence why he looks like one. He is white because he has a small portion of his human creator, Cora LeClaire's DNA in himself. He glows because he is made of magic, and hence is just a manifestation of a soul, which is technically what he is. Basically, Flickby is not an organic tree friend, but rather a determination soul with a physical form made of magic, and the red heart is essentially his core. I'm almost 20, but you guys know that already. I gotta stop repeating myself. Alright, so I'll basically explain to you how this works. Basically, his creator, Cora LeClaire, is a human, and the humans in my Happy Tree Friend AU, they live in practically another side of the universe in space. And that's why they don't reside on Earth anymore. they used to, but now they figured it's better that they and the Earthlings just stay separated, or until, the trials events happen. But basically, they refer to themselves as terrestrial Homo sapiens, and Homo sapiens is just a proper term that means humans, obviously. So, basically, Cora is a scientist, and she was she was a scientist that made souls. And souls were made specifically for various purposes, usually for fighting purposes and other purposes that I still have to figure out. I still have to write it out, and then I think I'm going to redo my Trials comic from the start just so I can have a better story written out. But the basic thing is, she created the current ruler at the time. He basically asked Cora, since she was an aspiring scientist, to create a soul that looked like a tree friend in order to be able to be sent down to Earth to possess other tree friends. So it had to look like a tree friend in order to be compatible. Yeah, I'm almost 20. Almost 2 decades old. But basically, she created this soul, this artificial soul, and it was starting to destabilize, and no matter what she did, she couldn't get it to stabilize again. So, before it disappeared completely, she just basically tried adding a pinch of her DNA into the soul, and that stabilized it for some reason, because science! But anyway, when the soul manifested, it was essentially, it was Flickby, even though that wasn't his name at the time. Because artificial souls don't technically have names, they are just called by their experiment names. And she called this her experiment 071. Yes, abnormally normal. We are. Just keep in mind, this is all still work in progress, so when the story is finalized, some things may change. So just be warned. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So she had to teach 071 to behave, to do things like talk, walk, and communicate before he could be sent on missions and all that. But over time, she started to see him as less of an experiment and more like a cute little kid, practically. And even though he wasn't a kid, technically that was what he was like when he was younger and first created. And he was a fast learner and was intelligent and learned to talk, and eventually she let 071 call her mom. And eventually she came up with his name, Flickby. Don't ask me where she got that name or how she came up with it. Cora is a strange person. Not like bad strange, but like she was always a strange person, even when she was naming things. But yeah, she eventually let 071 call her mom, because that's technically what she was to him. Not just a creator, but his mom. And Cora has white hair and yellow eyes, so that's why 071 has yellow eyes and is white in color. I don't want to go into it anymore, mostly because I'm focusing on this and I don't want to mess it up. But at the same time, I also don't want to spoil too much, because at the same time, I'm still working this out in my head so it makes sense, and I gotta write it. But yeah, that's pretty much a lot of his backstory. Thank you, Tina Jewel. There have been times in some role play games that I've done with my cousin where Flickby will have he'll have like an alias of um for his, like, it's a reference to his code, to his original like experiment name 071, where like he'll just use Sev as an alias, just like call me Sev. That's great. I'm glad that you figured that out. I don't have Minecraft and I don't have any way of playing it, so I can't do that. Plus, I'm not really interested in Minecraft, so it's just not really an interest of mine to begin with. But good for you. Congratulations. I would want to get a plush of Flaky too, because I like Flaky. She's my favorite female character. I'm almost done with this. This is what I got so far. Yeah, really. I mean, I didn't think anybody would miss the spikes on the fingerless gloves. I honestly think they look better without the spikes, when they're just fingerless gloves and there's like an open space on the top of the hand. Thank you. Actually, like I said, I really like the new glove design better because it's less awkward. The spikes were getting a little awkward. Hang on. I'm going to find a picture really quick. The gloves that he's now wearing are actually based off of gloves that I've seen multiple fan arts where he's wearing gloves like that, where it's black fingerless leather gloves with just a space open at the top. Like this, see? I like this glove design better. I don't know, it just looks more comfortable. Plus, I just personally think it, like, the spiked gloves made him look more like a biker than a soldier. I think it just looks better on him. Jeez, those ads take you by surprise. I don't have YouTube Premium anymore, so I get stuck with freaking ads. But I mean, my mom can't afford YouTube Premium right now, so that's fine. I just wonder if she's more annoyed with ads than I am. But she probably isn't. I don't know how much time my mom spends on YouTube, but I definitely spend more time on YouTube than she does. So, Adeline was freaking trying to murder me today. She kept, like, stepping on my face and throwing a plastic bag at me. Like, holy crap. Yeah, but I already make my Flickby so badass and so whatever. I really don't need to add so many more details to him. Then he would really be just a freaking Gary Sue AU version. Even as an AU, I think it would just be a little too much. I personally don't see him as someone who would ride a motorcycle. Hell, I think Lumpy would ride a motorcycle. I think Lumpy would be more of a motorcycle rider. Other than him, I don't really know who would ride, which HTF character would ride a motorcycle, but I think that Flickby and Flippy are just better suited to driving in their Hummer. And yes, his car is called a Hummer. Yeah, toddlers do weird things, but my sister, when Adeline is crabby or cranky or she's getting ready to go to bed, like, holy crap, she is freaking merciless. She's merciless, I tell you. Yeah, exactly. Just imagine him riding on a motorcycle like freaking Shadow the Hedgehog. Yep, all done. Yep. Like I said, Lumpy is more of a motorcycle rider than freaking Flippy or Flippy. You ever wonder why some plants are okay to eat, like vegetables and fruits, but there are some plants that are not okay to eat, let alone touch, like poison ivy or buttercups? I don't know if this is only true in Undertale, but I don't know if this is only true in Undertale, but you guys remember how Kara freaking poisoned themselves with buttercups by eating them? I don't know if buttercups are poisonous to eat in real life. Yeah, he got on fire. Yeah, Edgy McEdgerton. I also thought that the spikes on his gloves made him look a little too edgy. I'm just more comfortable with the glove design that he has now. Give me a second. Are buttercups poisonous? Okay, so all buttercup species are poisonous when eaten fresh, but their acrid taste and the blistering of the mouth caused by their poison means they are usually left uneaten. The toxins are degraded by drying, so hay containing dried buttercups is safe. Okay, so it's true. Buttercups are poisonous if they're eaten. Cool. Hey, Miles. Well, I mean, if it's for one thing, it's a flower. I don't think flowers are supposed to taste nice. And for another thing, they're poisonous if you eat them. So I'm pretty sure that something that is both a flower and poisonous is not going to taste nice. You know, after I've drank cough syrup when I'm sick, the aftertaste of it feels like or tastes like what I think poison would taste like. Like it's just so Well, it says that when buttercups are dried and put into hay, they're safe to eat. So I guess it's safe for animals to eat them when they're dried. All right. Good night, Tina Jewel. This is what I got so far on this one. Oops. Oh, geez. Spencer's caught so many things on fire over the course of the show. It's going to be hard for me to remember which episode is the one where he set it on fire. Because if I don't remember the rest of the episode, because if I don't know what happens in the rest of the episode, I'm most likely not going to remember which episode you're talking about, because Spencer catches pretty much everything on fire. Kool-Aid hammers. I've never heard of those. I like how I always go with. I like how when I'm outlining and shading, I always use the freaking black colors first. Oh, Kool-Aid jammers. Yeah. Yeah, I know those. I see those in the store all the time. I think I drank them a lot when I was a kid, too, especially when I lived with my grandma. I miss my grandma. So many of the same colors being used all in a row. This is why I just sprung for doing this over and over again instead of just coloring each one individually. Besides, I feel like this way I can get much more done efficiently. Ha 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 ha. This is a much better technique. I am so disappointed in myself that I didn't try this sooner. Yeah. Yeah, Kool-Aid Jammers. Kool-Aid Jammers were part of my childhood. Not a major part, but like, holy crap, Kool-Aid, Capri Sun, all those freaking juice pouches and juice drinks and juice mixed drinks, whatever. Part of my childhood, 100%. Da, 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 da. Comments that I always keep getting about my art is like, one thing that everyone always notices is the facial expressions. Everyone always tells me how good I am with facial expressions. And it's just like, oh, well, thank you. Just like, I know why I keep getting those comments, because I personally feel like I'm good at facial expressions. But like, holy crap, I must be like freaking top notch if I'm like keep getting all those comments all the time. Juanita, we're still waiting. $8 months. Trix yogurt. Oh, you literally just named the freaking snack that I had in almost all of my cult lunches as a kid. Oh my gosh, so many memories. Why don't they have those anymore? So it's like a tradition, David Yoshida. I wish that my family cared enough to give my grandma a freaking call and company. I'm just kidding, we do. Why weren't you allowed to eat Trix yogurt? That's kind of silly. Aw. Me too, Neela. But, time goes on, and nothing stays around forever. Oof, that must have hurt. Oh, he's not really looking at anything. That's just a vector I cut out when I was making a Zentangle. When I was making a Zentangle art of him in my last year of high school. Um, and I just had the reference image left over, so I kept it, cut it out, and put it on my wall. And I still have it from the last house because I only taped it to the wall so I can just take it with me. He's not really looking at anything, though. Shh. Sunflower seeds in your pudding? Well, that's a little weird, but if it's what you like, it's what you like. It's not hurting anybody, obviously. Alright. Stretch. Yawning noises. Oh yeah, I remember doing that too with Dan and Nino and Trix and all that other stuff where you'd put a stick or like a spoon in them, and when you froze them you could eat them like a lollipop or something. Oh, where's my eraser? Oh, here it is. It's okay with being weird. There's nothing wrong with being weird. Ugh, yawning. Yogos? Maybe I have. They sound familiar. Oh, gotta open a new tab. Yogos. Oh my gosh, yes, I do remember these. I loved these. I didn't get to eat them a whole lot, but whenever I had the opportunity, I would get them. I would have my mom get them for me and I would eat them. I do remember these. I remember the commercials about them too. Okay, so little story here. When I was a kid, we used to do this thing called burning CDs. No, we didn't take CDs and toss them into a bonfire. That's not what that is. Basically, we would take blank CDs and put movies and other things on them. We would take things from the TV and all that, and we would put them on CDs that we could watch any time. We wouldn't sell them or anything because that's pirating movies and stealing them or whatever. But we would just keep them so we could have copies and tapes of old things. It's basically like taping something on the TV so you can have it for all time, but with CDs. So that's something that we did when I was a kid. My mom did it a lot, and so did many of her friends. So I remember, I don't know where this CD is. It's probably long gone or lost or ruined or whatever. Point is, I haven't seen it in ages. But what we did was it had a whole bunch of recorded episodes of old shows back when Boomerang had an old logo, and it was much different when they aired shows like Hong Kong Phooey and Shirt Tales and all that stuff like that. But basically, also along with those, there were commercials for like old products that probably you can't find them anymore, or they have newer versions, or they're discontinued. And we also had movies like that too, like where it was like, oh, when this movie aired on Cartoon Network, I got that recorded and put on this little CD, and now we have it in a CD holder and we can watch it and all that. So yeah, that was something that we did when I was a kid. That was something we had a lot of when I was a kid. Many of them Scooby-Doo movies, now that I think about it. Probably. If it exists, there's going to be shipping of it. Me too. We still there. Boomerang is still a thing. It's just not what it used to be, you know. Mother freaker. My optimistic. Okay, so this is the last page that I got to shade, and then I'm going to go over and color the ones that I've shaded. And then I'll officially be caught up. And then I'm going to start like taking pictures of chapter 5 and like posting them and all that if I haven't started already. I haven't seen ads for it, but I've heard of it, and I've heard people like make fun of it on the internet and call it horrible or something. Don't keep up with it though, personally. All right. Coloring in eyes. I can't wait to play more Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for you guys. I had a lot of fun just playing the game and talking about stuff. I especially like watching the part where I told you guys how people think that Knuckles is actually faster than Sonic in that game, but it's really just because of the camera and the slippery controls. Sorry, that was my alarm. It always goes off at 11 p.m. I should probably edit that alarm so it doesn't go off during the nights that I'm streaming. So, What's been your guys' favorite part of two sides of the same story so far? So far, my favorite has been planning out what's going to happen in the future. But as far as what's already happened, I really like the brother sister esque relationship between Lammy and Splendid. I've had actually a few people mistake me for like shipping them, but first of all, I don't ship them. I don't know a single person who does. And for another thing, in my AU, currently in the Two Sides comic, Lammy is around 16 years old, where Splendid is in his late 20s. So, yeah, there'd be like all kinds of statutory laws being broken there. I have repeatedly cited my passionate dislike for people who think that statutory rape shouldn't apply to them just because they're in love, where people are just like, oh, well, they're way more mature than their age would suggest, or like, oh, they don't act their age at all, or they grew up really fast mentally, so that means that it's okay to have relations with this 14-year-old girl just because she's mature and knows how to take care of herself. No. Because people like that are really stupid. Like I don't care how old they are mentally. If they are physically still under the age of 18 and you are over the age of 18, you cannot have relations with them. That is just 10,000 kinds of wrong. And if you think you should get exemptions from the law just because you're in love, then you're even more stupid, because you don't get exceptions from the law just because you're in love. You don't get away with doing crimes like statutory rape and all that just because you two are in love. That's kind of a weird favorite part, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with that part too. Particularly drawing Flickby's chest fluff and his hair and his facial expressions. I wanted to make him look really deranged. I wanted to make him look as deranged as I possibly could because, well, he's supposed to be still deranged during this part of the story. But for some reason, even when I'm trying to make him look creepy or angry or deranged, for some reason he always unintentionally seems to look cute. I promise there are times when I'm not trying to make him look cute, but gosh freaking damn it, my art style makes him look freaking cute no matter what, it seems. Why was that your favorite part? Almost done, almost done. This is looking great so far. I just thought of a headcanon. It's a Sonic headcanon. Because I ship Knuckles with Rouge, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind him being shipped with I don't know, Sonic or something like that. Point is, I personally want to have a headcanon now that Knuckles is bisexual. That's a personal headcanon of mine now. Oh, well, that's actually a pretty understandable reason for why it's your favorite part. I'm pretty sure it's not satisfying to watch her being tormented and, being thrown around like a freaking rag doll. But, like, I'm sure the action part of it was pretty interesting. It was kind of fun to draw, too, from what I remember. And I like what I did with the colors and everything. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, what I'm listening to is really funny. Normally, I don't listen to funny things while I'm drawing because it tends to make my stomach convulse and that messes up my drawing. I also don't normally listen to things while I'm drawing and streaming because I like to pay attention to my audience, but I just feel like listening to something right now. Yeah. I would totally love to use other music too, but I am just so paranoid that if I use other music aside from the Undertale soundtrack, I am going to get the freaking copyright of death thing. It's so it's so weird how like it's so hard to find music that's like non like copyrighted claim. I mean, of course it's copyrighted because it's like it belongs to someone else, so you're not stealing anything. But it's so hard to find music to use that doesn't like have anything to do with something that could get you in legal trouble or get your video removed or muted. Makes it a little bit boring, but like whatever. Whew. Tater Weatherly. All right, finished. That's such a cute little face. Oh, that's 4-year-old Splendid, by the way, in case you didn't know. Yeah, I'll try to do that. Thanks, Yoshida-kun. Gender neutral honorific. All right. Okay, here's the one I'm going to start coloring. I do like using Undertale music, though, because Undertale has a boss frickin' soundtrack. Change my mind. Actually, don't. You can't. Haha. Okay. I need this color. Wait a minute. I gotta check something on the last page. Okay. Just making sure I'm gonna grab the right color. So how are you guys feeling right now? Just random question out of nowhere. All right. Trying to find red, but it's not going very well. I'm not good at finding colors. Okay. Oh yeah, I need magenta as well. Ooh. Where's red? Come on, it shouldn't be hard to find a pencil that I frickin' murdered. Come on, I'm trying to find a pencil that I murdered so I can use it again. Oh, there it is, of course. Obviously, the last pencil left in there. Okay. Sounds good, abnormally normal. Murdered this pencil. Murdered it! I wish I could go to an expo or a convention. I've only been to 2 conventions in my life. I live in a small town in a pretty small state where not a whole lot happens, and my family is we pretty much have quite a few money issues, so it's not like I get to take trips to faraway places on a constant basis. But I'm okay. I don't need that kind of stuff. Still, would be nice to have. I just hope it doesn't make me a selfish person for wanting more money in my life so I can have better entertainment. It's not that I'm not thankful for what I have, but I guess being thankful, you can still be thankful and still want more things just because, you know. I just try to be the best person that I can be. But I'm human, and humans make mistakes. It's a very fun word. It makes me think of Blue's cousin from Blue's Clues. You know, the dog Blue from Blue's Clues. That's her that's Blue's cousin's name, Magenta, cuz you know, colors. Feel like I should sharpen this, but at the same time I feel like I'd murder it more. Oh, I forgot my pencil sharpener upstairs. This is so embarrassing. Yeah, I highly doubt that it would come to my state. Like I said, I live in a small town in a small state. Not a whole lot of exciting things happen here. Some exciting things do happen, but not any like mega blowout things. There you go. No, I haven't heard of Candle Queen. I'll have to check that out or something. The last time you asked me to check out a song was the Panic at the Disco song, Hey Look Ma, I Made It. Do, 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 do. This page is coming along nicely. Don't you just love it when gay couples use pet names for their lovers slash husbands slash wives, whatever? Basically, don't you just love it when they call their lovers by pet names just like a straight couple normally would? Hi, Creeper. It's okay. I understand the struggles of a phone dying, which is why I'm lucky that I have a Mophie. A Mophie it's essentially a wireless phone charger. So the case around my phone, my phone is actually really small on the inside, but it looks bigger because of the case here, because of the Mophie. It says Mophie at the bottom. So basically, after my phone's been charging all night and the battery starts wearing down, since it was charging all night, I can press and hold on this button, and then my phone will start charging wirelessly. Yeah, I did listen to it all that time ago when you told me to. I even listen to it sometimes during my leisure. I love Panic at the Disco. All of the songs that I've heard by them I like. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm just going to put on a bunch of Panic at the Disco songs and listen to those. Thank you. Actually, the phone that I currently have right now is my mom's old phone, but when she gave it to me, it actually wasn't that old. It was like only a year old. So it was still pretty new, but my mom got a new phone, and after transferring all her data and stuff to her new phone, she basically did a factory reset on this phone and gave it to me because I hadn't had an actual phone for quite a while. I had a flip phone, which was fine for a while, but my mom actually gave me her old phone and got herself a new one. Basically, it was a hand me down, but it's an awesome hand me down because the screen's big. It's really awesome. It's got a lot of storage space. It's just basically cool. I don't want to go up and get my sharpener. Probably going to have to. And if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Yeah, I either need a new phone or I need a new screen because, like, look at this. Look how cracked it is. Okay, I have no choice. I have to go upstairs and grab my pencil sharpener. Where did this come from? Be right back. Are you ready for the sequel? Are you ready for the latest? Oh, I can walk. That's weird. All right. Next Panic at the Disco song I'm going to put on is Death of a Bachelor. Haven't listened to that song in a while either. Yes. Sorry that took a little longer than expected. Mom asked me to grab some things and put them in the fridge that's down here. It's like one of those little mini fridges. Pointy. Come here. The death of a bachelor. Oh, oh. I can't really tell what this song is about. I mean, I know it's called Death of a Bachelor, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what it's about. The expense of the death of a bachelor. Oh, wait, I forgot. I haven't colored this panel yet. Why did I move on to another panel? I am so smart. Also, another reason why I'm smart, I completely forgot that since Splendid is on this page, I need to grab a sky blue pencil. But did I do that? No. I am smart like that. Ooh, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. The death of a bachelor. Oh. Songs that just go like, oh. Your friends in the club going, eh. And then your friends in Jamaica going, eh. Your ex already going with another person. Keeps you up at night. Oh, the death of a bachelor. I can breathe. That's a thing I can do as a human. I'm coloring things in with a colored pencil because that's my favorite pastime. When I went upstairs, my sister was still watching Jaws. My sister Bella, of course. My baby sister Adeline doesn't care about sharks unless they're yellow and they go do. Call it annoying if you will, but I think that Baby Shark is actually genuinely adorable. Like the design and the voice for Baby Shark and his family, I think that they are genuinely adorable looking. Yes, the song is annoying and it's repetitive and I don't want to listen to it endlessly on loop, but I think that Baby Shark is actually genuinely adorable looking. Is this best friend Flippy? Get it? Because there was a scene in Random Acts of Kindness where he's like I'm just kidding. Miss Jackson! No one knows it's you, Miss Jackson. Crawling at the victim, but no one's gonna find Miss Jackson, 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 Jackson. I kind of like the song. I just don't want to listen to it endlessly on loop. I'll listen to it once in a while because it's actually genuinely catchy, and I can pretty much do the dance where it's just like baby shark do 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 do, and then mommy shark do 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 do, and then daddy shark do 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 do. Oh, did I say random acts of kindness? Sorry. It's just that the title of that episode is a play on the term random acts of kindness. But I just forgot that the episode is actually called Random Acts of Silence. My bad. I stated what the episode's title is based off of, not the actual title. My bad. Thanks for catching that, Floor. Okay, where's the sky blue? There it is. Literally just as I said it. Ah, trolls. I love her anyway. Oh, I didn't know you sang it in frickin' camp. I know that it's been around since like 2016. I don't sharpen my pencils like that because I'm afraid that if I do, I'm going to slice a chunk of my frickin' finger off. And I like my fingers the way they are. I love her anyway. It's funny how, like, during this meditation scene between Lammy and Splendid, there's, like, no background because they're meant to be in a void of calm, so it's basically just a navy blue, dark-colored space. I basically did this so I wouldn't have to focus on drawing backgrounds, and also because it fits, but at the same time, I'm wasting a lot of pencil, lead, and time just coloring this in, and I'm hurting my fingers anyway, so I don't know if you'd consider that ironic or anticlimactic, because I was trying to create less time by getting rid of a lot of the backgrounds, but at the same time, it's not really that different. I'm just doing the same process over and over again with one color. Are you nasty, Miss Jackson? Miss Jackson? Miss Jackson? Are you nasty? One rock shard. One foundation. One stick. Where's my sharpener? Ah, the Emperor's new clothes. Gonna. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. You know, actually, I listened to the Nate Wants to Battle version of this song before I actually listened to the original. It wasn't on purpose or anything. I was just listening to songs on SoundCloud, and I just let that song play instead of changing it because it just sounded nice to me, so I just listened to it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this song is actually really cool. So I listened to the Nate Wants to Battle version long before I listened to the original. Almost done with this page. Also, I can't have my feet like that. They're going to fall asleep, and that's not going to be good. If you don't know now, you know. I'm taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. There's a lot of blue on this page. I'm so close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Mace your eyes. Always get remembered, but you know legends never die. So colorful. Yep, all done. Oops. Oops. Sorry. Paper is flimsy. Flimsy bimsy. This was when my art style was beginning to evolve into what it is now. So if some poses and facial expressions look a little awkward, then you'll know why. Thank you. I'm glad you like the way it looks. Now I'm going to start coloring this one. Yep, those are 4-year-old toys, all right. I'm taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. I know. Even when I'm not trying to, I have a freaking knack for making things cute. Making things so cute. Wait a minute. Sure hope I haven't forgotten anything. Nope. Just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything on the last page. All right. Gonna take the earbuds out for a little while. So, most of you already know this because I've said it like before over and over again. Over and over again. Gee, it's well to finally stop singing. But in my like Happy Tree Friends AU in my headcanon, when tree friends are young, most of them have like a tuft of hair on their heads or something like that. Most of them do, not all of them. But when they get older, they usually grow out of it or like outgrow the hair, like how we outgrow things like baby fat and curly hair. Like I used to have super curly hair when I was a baby, when I was a toddler, but now I don't have curly hair. I mean, my hair is a little swirly, but like it's not like, curly. But some of them don't outgrow it. In like, for example, you can see here that 4-year-old Splendid has a tuft of hair, but he doesn't have that now. So he's one of the ones who outgrew it. And one of the tree friends who in my AU who didn't outgrow their baby tuft, as I call it, is Handy. He never outgrew his baby tuft. Oh, really? That's cool. My sisters have curly hair. I mean, with what little hair my baby sister has, it's starting to curl up in the back. Like, it's starting to get to the point where you can't, like, push it down. It's just like, whoop. I don't know why that noise, but whoop. But yeah, curly hair runs in my sister's dad's side of the family, so they're more likely to keep their curly hair as they get older. But curly hair doesn't really run in either side of my family, I've noticed, so that's why I don't have curly hair anymore. My dad has short, dark hair last time I checked, and my mom has like her natural color is like a honey blonde color, but now it's like a platinum blonde mixed with like dark chocolate color. I don't know how to describe it. My mom just keeps changing her hair because I mean this in the best way possible. My mom is getting older, so she's starting to want to do as many things as possible with her appearance so she can still feel like she's beautiful and young. But I keep telling her that she's beautiful no matter what she does, so she doesn't have to always put on like tons of makeup and all that. I mean, if she wants to and if it makes her feel good, then that's great. But I just think she looks beautiful no matter what. I actually used to have bangs. Like I don't have bangs right now, but when I was younger, I did have bangs. But unfortunately, I just kept cutting them because, you know, when you're a kid, you want to practice cutting your hair and also your bangs get in your face, so you just like ugh. So I kept cutting my bangs and eventually my mom just made the hair person like make it so I don't have bangs anymore. Trust me, if you looked at like pictures of me when I was like younger, like much younger, you would say, "Oh my gosh, you look different." I mean, you can still tell that it's me, but at the same time, I look different. Here, hang on. I'll see if I can find some old pictures of myself because I know I took pictures. Oh, whoopsies, not that one. I took some pictures of like old pictures, like out of photo albums, but I saved them on my cell phone. Okay, so for starters, here's one from when I was like probably like maybe 2 or 3 years old, maybe probably a little bit older than that. Point is, this was before I had glasses, but still old enough to walk. That was me a long time ago. I don't know, do you see any resemblance? I can definitely see that I look a little bit like my sisters, especially Adeline. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yep, here we go. Here are the bangs. Oh boy. Yep, there you go. That was me back when I had bangs. Like, holy crap. You can tell this photo is old because of many things. One, the freaking clothes. Nobody dresses like that anymore. And there's a whole bunch of movies over on that entertainment stand. And also, the quality of this picture looks old as shit. So, of course, this picture is extremely old. This was probably when I was like, maybe 7 or 8 years old. I don't know. Point is, I used to have bangs. That was me when I had bangs. Holy crap. That was an old picture. But I think I was a cute kid too. Oh, found an old picture of my mom too. The woman with long blonde hair over there, that was my mom years ago. And that little dog, um, right in there between us, that is Precious. She's no longer among the living. She used to belong to my cousin Mickey, who lives with us. But this was years ago before she started living with us. She only started living with us last year in like late August. But Yeah. Yeah, baby Emmy. More like toddler Emmy. I didn't start actually growing long hair until I was like 3, according to my mom. So that was probably me when I was like 4 or 5, actually. Point is, I was really little in that picture. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I forgot what I was saying, actually. Oh, yeah. Precious, the dachshund. She's no longer among the living. She used to be my cousin's pet years ago, but then she came to live with us because Mickey's stepdad at the time was mistreating her, so she was really just much safer living with us. She died like gosh, I don't even know how long ago, probably like maybe almost 4 years ago. I know I was a teenager. I know I was still in high school. I mean, I technically still am a teenager because I'm 19, and anything that has teen at the end of it is a teenager. All right. Here we go. Yeah, losing a pet is pretty bad. Oh, but like if you actually want to see me as a baby, hang on, I'll find a picture of me as an actual baby. Oh boy, this is going to be embarrassing. That was me when I was a baby. I have absolutely no hair. I am skinny and I am happy. Because you know why? Babies don't have to know about all the stuff that I've had to know about in the past 5, 6 years, give or take. Sorry, that got depressing. And then there's me again. And you see right there, I had curly hair. I look like I'm trying to predict the future or something. Either that or I just look really tired. Yep, that was me. That's baby Emmy. Gosh, I really miss not having to know about all the effery that goes on in the real world. Okay. Okay, for some reason my stomach is grumbling. I don't know why. I think I might be hungry. Alright, let's see if I can find another color for this or if I'm going to have to use orchid. I wonder what mauve would look like with this. Oops. Yep, that works. Sheesh, like the wiki says that Toothy is a mauve colored beaver, but honestly, I'm looking at this mauve colored pencil right now, and this color does not even remotely resemble freaking Toothy's color. This color is dull, and Toothy's color is like a bright purple, a bright light purple. Okay. Oh, wait. Not quite this color. Gotta do something else now. So far, I feel like I'm getting a lot of progress done. More progress than I would usually get done. I think by now I would usually be finishing up just one page. But because I took time to actually go through and preemptively do the same process over and over again on different pages, I feel like I'm getting more done. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Missed a part. My bad. Oh, don't need navy blue right now. Yep. I do need turquoise. Speaking of turquoise, it was actually revealed in the old Blue's Clues show that Blue actually has a pet turtle named Turquoise. You know, cause color. Her name is Blue. She has a cousin named Magenta, and she has a pet turtle named Turquoise. Cause you know, colors. I really got to stop that. Just an over the top raunchy. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. No surrender from the day we fall. I'll be damned if I can't finish what I start. All right, I'm missing some. Oh, wait a minute. I can use a color here that I actually have out already. My grandma's house actually has like a fireplace with like wood in it, but it's like just for decoration, so you can't actually have fires in it. Yes. Yes, she is. And later on in the show, she actually starts wearing glasses. All right. I need green. I need mango. I need, where is it? I need brown. I need blue. Wait a minute, there was a color in here that I needed. I need light brown. I need gray, but I'm not finding that. Never mind, I literally found it just now. Because my colored pencils are like trolls. No. Magenta didn't always wear glasses. I think it was around the time Joe took over on the show. It was when she started wearing glasses. Hang on a second. Magenta glasses. Blue's Clues. Okay. Magenta gets glasses. Okay, so Steve was still a part of the show. Okay. Yeah, right there. Yep. As you can see right here, she's not wearing glasses just yet because this is from the episode where she's going to get an eye test to get glasses. But yeah, Magenta didn't always wear glasses. She didn't start wearing glasses until season 4 episode. No, wait, no. Hang on. I got the wrong episode. Season 3, episode 31. So she didn't start wearing glasses until then. I liked her in glasses. Made her look cute. Alright, gonna use green. I've watched a few episodes of the new Blue's Clues show, Blue's Clues and You, and while it doesn't have the same feel that the old Blue's Clues show had, it's not terrible either. I think it's cool that they're trying to reignite Blue's Clues and like make make something new out of it and continue it, and like have new techniques for animation. I just think it's really nice. It's not as good as the original, but it's not horrible either. So I'd recommend that you give it a watch. I'd recommend if you were a fan of Blue's Clues, you should at least give it a try or give it a fair chance before just assuming that it's going to be bad because it's not the original. Because that's a mistake that I see many people make. Because it's not the original, they automatically assume that it's going to be bad. It's good to have strong opinions, and especially if you feel very strongly about something that you loved as a kid. And I understand the skepticism and being afraid of something like a reboot or like a spin-off or anything of something from your childhood, and you're understandably protective of your nostalgia and your childhood, but you should at least give the reboots or the spin-offs or the remakes or whatever, you should at least try to give them at least a fair chance before you start judging them or just thinking that they're automatically bad. You shouldn't just automatically assume that they're all bad or that they're automatically going to be the worst. You can still like the original, and it's okay if you even end up liking the new version or the reboot or whatever, etc., etc. Point is, you should always give it a fair chance before you start assuming. If you don't like it, that's okay. If you like it, that's okay too. It's all good. But you shouldn't be hostile going in. You should give it a fair chance before you give any real opinion on it. But that's just a personal belief of mine. But honestly, I wish that more people believed that, because then I feel like a lot of arguments on the internet would either cease, not happen, or just stop altogether. Almost done. I like the little superhero doll that 4-year-old Splendid is playing with in this flashback. It's literally just a cat doll in a stereotypical superhero spandex cape costume. So we can see here that even at a young age, Splendid had an interest in superheroes. Heck, later on in this scene, his dad even calls him Hero as a nickname. Sometimes I feel like I can have a lot of fun with things that I put in the background. I feel like something I should start doing is putting in more Truffles cameos. Truffles doesn't really have that much of a role in my AU. He pretty much has the same kind of role that he has in the show, where he's a photobomber and a cameo maker and all that and blah, blah, blah. It's kind of funny how even though Truffles lost the vote or die thing, he has appeared in more episodes than Lammy. Yeah, me too. Kind of, anyway. My Splendid has a long list of mental problems, particularly depression and insomnia, and in his early years he had like PTSD and night terrors. But for the most part, he's a very wholesome individual. He's very kind and very caring. And after his family died and his sister disappeared and he went into foster care, he actually had a very nice, very caring foster family. But when he came out as gay, when he told his family he was gay, they treated him differently. No, they didn't start hitting him, and they didn't try convincing him that he wasn't gay. It's just that I don't know. It's not that they abused him or anything like that, but a lot of the times they just they were more like invasive of his privacy. Like they would ask him strange questions all the time, like who's that guy friend of yours? Are they your boyfriend, or is that just a friend, you know, blah 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 blah. They just became invasive because they just got too into his personal life. It's not that they disapproved of him being gay, but they just couldn't understand it. So in order to try and understand it, they just kind of became invasive of his privacy. I don't know. Maybe I did and I didn't realize it. I don't know. No, I said abused. Not affused, abused. 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 All right, did I color it all in? Oh, wait, missed a spot. There we go. I'd say this looks good. I think that looks good. Yeah, me too. That's why I miss like hand-drawn animation and all that. I just miss it. It's something that I've missed for a long time. It's not that it doesn't exist anymore, but it's very scarce. Yawn. Yawning noises. Look, I took this picture of Adeline when we went camping because the area where we were camping had a park, and like I was taking pictures of Adeline and Bella playing on the park, and I thought that looked cute, so I took a picture of it. And there's Bella hanging upside down, because why wouldn't she? She's a frickin' monkey. No surrender from the day we fall. I'll be damned if I can't finish what I start. Thank you, Neela. I'm glad you think so. I think it's adorable in color too. Well, hey, it's midnight. Since it's midnight, I'm gonna call it a night. So, thanks for watching, and the next stream will be this Wednesday, and it will be a gaming stream, and I'll be playing more Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So can't wait to see you there, and I'm glad that you guys liked seeing my baby pictures. Kill me, please. All right, bye-bye. Peace out, my 25ers, all that jazz. Tally-ho and all that rot.